fellow Biafrans, ladies and gentlemen, I greet you wherever you are listening to me. This very moment I say to you, good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depends on your time zone. I found it imperative this very moment to encourage those that are fainting in heart and those that are so skeptic in mind and those that felt like the Biafra agitation and Biafra nation have come to the end of the road. I want to encourage them and let them know that Biafra is completely emancipated and there is nothing that can stop the emancipation of Biafra. Now the Biafra issue is getting tougher than ever before. And I know that many people are waxing cold. Even on the social media is depicting that. Social media is attesting to what I'm saying because some vibrant and violent, agitators, social media warriors are now, it's like taking their time or relenting or retreating. So there is, none of you should entertain any fear because the time it is getting hotter, it is becoming cold. So what I'm trying to inform you this very moment, you should not forget it in a hurry because very soon it shall come to pass. You see that the Finland president, Alex Stubb, was like trying to play hanky-panky with Nigeria government. And forgotten that Finland is a well-known and recognized peacemaking and law-keeping country. They are number one in the whole world in terms of human rights. But because of ordinary Nigeria government, why I say ordinary is because this is a contraption. It's not a country. So that is planning, promising them heaven and earth, and planning to extradite Simon Ekpa to kill him, as they are killing Mazi in the DSS custody of Nigeria. So now Alex Stubb decided to listen to the propaganda of Nigeria government. You see, when they are propaganding whatever they are propaganding, then you discover that both their lawmakers, each and every one of them, have a hand in the killings and criminalities and terrorist activities going on in Nigeria. Here is the question from powerful world leaders. Now, pressure is being mounted on Alex Stubb for him to explain further why he decided to keep Mazi Simon Ekpa in the custody in Finland. That world leaders want to know, world powers want to know, and such as Putin, the president of Russia, and the United States of America president, and that is Donald Trump. So, and many other world leaders, world figures are coming in now. I want to attest to you that Ngozi Oraveze, the DPM, is working tirelessly, working assiduously to make sure that Simon Ekpa is out of the cage of Finland. And that has brought a lot of issues. Let me make it clear to you. Pressures are coming from world powers against Finland and Finland government, that is Alex Stubb, to explain and to release Mazi since he doesn't have any significant reason why he should keep him there or arrest him from the first place. Now we heard that he was arrested. So, but now it's no longer arrest, it's now detention. That is a kind of prison. They put him in the prison. Then the question that Putin is asking is, what offense did he commit? Then Trump is asking, what offense did Simon Ekpa commit? Why Finland, who knows law, who know the rule of law, the rule of engagement, and every other thing that has to do with the human right. The accuser still remain innocent until the investigation proves him wrong, and that is when you lay hand on him to detain him. But if not, you are not supposed to go the way Alex Stubb have gone to. But Alex Stubb is now worshiping the president of Nigeria. Alex Stubb now is serving Nigeria government, no longer paying attention to the law of international community and what made Finland unique and distinguished from other countries on earth. All right? So the Alex Stubb want to join Nigeria government to become a law violator, and it has gotten out of hand. The release of Mazi Simon Ekpa have become long overdue, if you don't know, because if there is anything they are investigating, if they are sure of what they are doing and they want to do justice to Mazi Simon Ekpa's issue, they would have released him since, because he has no question to answer, and he has no criminality element. He didn't have anything in his in his skeleton in his cupboard. So, and I want to say that the Madam Oraweze have been pushing from here and there to make sure that Simon Ekpa is out. I'm telling you the truth. Try to go and find out what I'm telling you now. So, but what actually happened now is that many people now, from Europe, European countries, world powers, now want to know the reason why Simon Ekpa should be detained. And now it has been made open and clear, the secret have leaked, that the Finland government, Finland authorities have finished their investigations, and their investigation is only rely on what the Nigeria government said. That is the propaganda of Nigeria government, denting the image of Biafrans. Anything that has to do with the Igbo man or Biafran, that they don't want to hear about it, they should be killed. You are getting what I'm saying? Anything provided is an Igbo man, that Igbo man must be killed or must be jailed or should be banished out of Nigeria. Are you getting it now? So now all the investigation going around, and all the noise and nonsense many people are talking on the social media ended up that Simon Ekpa is innocent. He didn't commit any crime. So now, why are you detaining him there? Since now you are living on the propaganda of Nigeria government, which everything they said is completely lie. Both Dim Odumegwu Ojukwu's wife, that is Bianca Ojukwu, Nwasisi Ono, and the rest of them, or none of them, all the politicians in Nigeria are against Simon Ekpa. But now, the world powers have sat down to look into this matter. Why should he be confiscated in the custody of Finland for no significant reason? Then they come to discover that Simon Ekpa is fighting for the Christians that are being killed on daily basis in Nigeria by Fulani military terrorists and Fulani herdsmen and Fulani Mieti Allahs, which you know that Fulani is designated as number 4 in the world index as the most deadliest terrorist in the world. You will not tell me that you don't know this. Then the question Putin was asking and Donald Trump was asking is, if this is the case, that Simon Ekpa is fighting for the right of the Christians and the right of Biafrans or Igbos, so there is no reason that will justify Finland to keep him in their custody, suffering him in the prison, so that there is no point for that. So for this reason, Simon Ekpa must be released, and released now. There is no time to waste. And they have minuted this very issue. I'm telling you now, the release of Mazi Simon Ekpa has been minuted to Nigeria government in Abuja. Now, Abuja is on fire. Aso Rock is on fire because Simon Ekpa have been mandated to be released by Finland, whether they like it or not, because Simon Ekpa committed no crime. And that investigation that U.S. Congress conducted and come to discover that Nigeria government is running terrorist organization, not democracy, because his body language shows that he is one of the terrorists and one of the sponsors of terrorists in Nigeria. And they use US aid to fund terrorism that made Donald Trump to enlist the names of those who are sponsoring terrorism in Nigeria and those who are supporting terrorists in Nigeria. And he called their names and sent their pictures out. It went viral. It's not what somebody will say is a secret thing. You shouldn't talk about it. I know that many NGOs does not want Biafrans to be liberated. I know that many NGOs does not want to hear anything about Biafra, about Igbos, but they cannot stop it. And that is what I'm telling you. So they have banned us severally on the YouTube and many places to stop talking about Biafra, because what we are saying is the truth of what is happening in Nigeria. So they are now supporting Nigeria government to punish us. Meanwhile, we try to hinge our hope on them for them to help us so that our message will reach toward powers for early intervention and quick intervention from the hands of Sokoto Caliphate terrorists. So, as I'm talking with you now, it is dawning on Nigeria government, so-called Tinubu and the lawmakers, that they don't know what to do now. And social media cannot cover them, internet cannot protect them, and YouTube cannot secure them from what is going to befall them, because the truth cannot die and you cannot hide the truth for long. It's only the time that shall vindicate the just. And what I'm telling you now, that if Simon Ekpa is vindicated, Mazi Nnamdi Kanu is vindicated, because the whole world is seeing everything clearer now, that Nigeria is a terrorist country. And for this reason, they don't supposed to exist as a country. They are not recognized. If you don't know, let me tell you, internationally, Nigeria is not recognized as a country. Since you are deaf and dumb, because all of you who are feeling like it doesn't concern you must have one nasty comment or not, or two, must have one nasty comment or two nasty comments, and you will say whatever you want to say. You write your junk and send. Then this message is to whom it may concern, because it concerns me so much. And I believe that there are people who will concur with me that it concerns them as well. How they wish that whatever that will be done could be done now, for all the leaders of indigenous people of Biafra to be released. That is Kano and the Ekpa. So, because they have no anything you can put on them as a blame. They didn't commit any offense. Mazi Nnamdi Kanu, set up ESN in order to protect Christians in Nigeria and to protect Igbos, protect Biafrans and Biafra land from Fulani, Mietiala, terrorist killers. But nobody is talking about it. When you make the video, they will terminate your channel. When you say the truth, they will terminate your channel of what is going on in Nigeria. So I'm just telling you nothing but the truth. Look at it significantly. Then this is what is going on now. Then the world leaders are demanding for Mazi Simon Ekpa release with immediate effect, not to waste time, because Finland has nothing reasonable to give as an excuse for holding Simon Ekpa hostage. And Alex Stubb, that is the president of Finland, now was saying Only if he had known, he wouldn't have ordered for arresting of Simon Ekpa and putting him in the prison from the first place. Because the problem is that the first people from Finland, that the Finland FBI, Federal Bureau Intelligence, and their secret security officers, that the first, investigation they did was not correct, and they did not give accurate information of what is happening and what is going on in Nigeria. This is the way Alex Stubb put it now, because Putin said enough is enough. So whatever that is happening in Biafra land concerns the whole world. Whatever that is happening to Igbos concerns the whole world. And what these people are fighting for is for their freedom. Self-determination is not a crime. Self-defense is not a crime. It's constitutional internationally. So for this reason, this illegal arrest and kidnap and keeping in the DSS custody and Finland custody does not warrant it. It doesn't make sense. So he has to release Simon Ekpa to continue his activities, because he was there. The activities was going on from the cradle. Why is it so that he didn't stop it from the cradle? That they shouldn't start anything like that in Finland, that he doesn't want it. But now, about rounding up, he get him arrested, and that should be described as wickedness. I believe somebody is listening to me. So now, Finland government by Alex Stubb have come to discover that all what have been going on is propaganda by what is happening now, because of the pressure UN and Russia is laying on Finland authorities to release Simon Ekpa. But then it has busted that it is lie that Niger government have been telling. So now they cannot prove the allegation they lay on Simon Ekpa, and they cannot come to Finland to satisfy themselves and to clear off what they are putting on him. And the question Putin asked is, if this is the case, that Simon Ekpa was proscribed as a terrorist and inciting violence, so what happens to Fulani Mieti Alas? What happened to Fulani terrorists is why Al-Qaeda, ICC, that have been killing and raping and kidnapping people, and mostly they know that all these people comes from the northern part of Nigeria. Why is it so that Tinubu and Buhari did not proscribe these Fulanis as terrorists? Why is it so that they cannot prosecute them or kill them or jail them, since they started their illegal activities of killing with impunity? That's the question of Putin. Since Simon Ekpa's name is not there,